Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, YouTube. Ali here again. Just continuing the series. I'm actually going to combine two of the articles of faith because they're so closely related. That is the day of resurrection and the day of judgment. Basically, I'm going to combine these two into one series. So, basically, what is the day of resurrection and the day of judgment? Well, basically, the let's talk a little bit about the day of resurrection first. What will happen on the day of resurrection is that every dead being will be brought back alive. Prior to that, every being will be dead. And you might ask, well, how is that possible that every being will be dead? And basically, what will happen is that the angel Israfil alayhi salam, he'll blow onto the sur, which is the trumpet, and that sound will be basically deafening, dreadful. I mean, in the sound will just kill every living creature on the face of the earth. The mountains will become like carded wool and just kind of fall apart, and the stars will break down, and everything will be shattered and destroyed. And then he'll blow the trumpet again, and on the second blowing of the trumpet, then every being will be resurrected to life. So this is how the day of resurrection will happen. Okay. So then the day of judgment will come around, and basically the judgment will occur by Allah rewarding those who are righteous and believed in Him and obeyed His every command with the Jannat or heaven. And for those who basically earn the displeasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they'll earn the hell. And just in case you don't know what heaven or hell is, I'm sure that everyone has an idea of what it is. But in case you did not, heaven is a place in where basically it's an abode of peace and happiness, where your every wish and desire, I should say, will be fulfilled. And hell is basically a place where it's pain, torture, and agony. Kind of like Earth, right? But a little bit worse than that, right? The other question that one might ask is, well, how long will a person remain in heaven or hell? Well, for someone that has earned heaven, inshallah, they'll never have to leave heaven. Once they're in heaven, that's it, for all of eternity. As for those who attain hell, if they are of those that did not believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, did not follow the teachings of the prophets, etc., etc., they would remain in hell forever. Now the question comes to those who are in the middle. They believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the prophets, etc., etc. However, they didn't follow the every commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What about them? Well, basically they would pay for theirs. If they didn't have the opportunity on earth to beg for forgiveness while they were alive, or if they just never took that opportunity, I should say. Not that they didn't have the opportunity, but they never took the opportunity to beg for forgiveness. What will happen is that they will, pay for their sins in the hell. Basically, for a period appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they'll be in hell for however long it is, receiving the torture, pain, agony, whatever the case is, for their deeds. And once those are, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has determined that these sins are paid for, that person will enter Jannat, or heaven. Now, I recall when I was a kid, being told that the very last person to exit hell will basically look like a piece of charcoal. That much burnt, etc., etc. He'll be the last person to exit hell and enter into Jannah. One might ask, well, when is this day of judgment, the day of resurrection coming? No one knows the exact time that this will occur. We do, however, have most scholars agreeing that on the 10th of Muharram, when it falls on a Friday, it's a very likely day that the angel Israfil alayhi salam will blow on the sur. So basically, you'll see like around that time, around that time frame, you'll especially when they're believing Muslims, they are very mm, afraid, around that time because it's possible that that time might be the end of the world, so to speak. But basically, that the scholars agree that the 10th of Muharram falling on a Friday. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean the very next 10th of Muharram that falls on a Friday will be the end of the world. What it means is that that is a potential day for the end of the world. Only Allah Subhanahu wa Taala knows the exact day and time um, when He will allow the angel Israfil alayhi salam to blow into the trumpet. So um, that's basically what happened there, and I think that's basically all I wanted to cover on this video as far as the day of resurrection, the day of judgment. So hopefully I will inshallah create the next video, which is on the power of doing good and evil. That comes from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. And then after that, I'll either, wait around for some comments and stuff before we move on to other topics, or, inshallah, we can move on to other topics and then come back. Allah knows better. So, with that, I'd like to end this video and say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to each one of you. So, take care, and inshallah, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.